Okay, guys, welcome. Thank you for today too. I'm sorry yesterday I was caught up by immense machine actually didn't make me able to record the task. So today we are going to do both yesterday and today. Yesterday what we were supposed to do is to write extra blog posts. Okay. What we did the other day, remember I told you that some of the blog posts that you find inside the pillar blog post, we need to create them. So I needed you people to create at least 2 or 3 extra blog posts and then put it down so that when we are formatting and editing the pillar blog post, we will be able to, have some kind of blog post to work with. Okay, so you will have to create another blog post. That's blog post 2, blog post 3, 4, 5, using the subtopics that you have in your spreadsheet. You understand? So today I have already done mine. I've done a couple of blog posts which I am going to use to teach you how this thing is going to be done. So please make sure you visit your spreadsheet and then go for the first pillar that you are using. The first pillar that you use to write the blog post. Go to the subtopics and then start from the first subtopic 1. Then you go and create a blog post about that particular topic using the same writing process that I gave you. Okay, that is what we are going to use to write all your blog posts. So you pick topic number 1, then you put in like the way we did for the pillar blog post, and then you allow it to create title for you. From title you go to the outline. After the outline, everything is just the same. Okay, so it is also going to create a full blog post on that, and then you go to the next subtopic. You create the same thing, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, until you do all the 10 subtopics. Okay, so that is how the whole thing is going to be. We are going to do it pillar topic by pillar topic. We are not going to infuse any do one here, do one here, do one here. We are going to finish one pillar topic after another. That's what we are going to do. Okay, all right. So now what we have here, as you can see, this is the blog post we wrote. There was a picture here that I have removed because I want to show you something so quickly, so we can, I remove it so that I will use it to teach you something. Okay, so if you have it over there, it's also okay, don't worry. Your own is okay, but I want to show you what difference it will do within the blog post when it comes to search engine optimization. Okay, you have to know everything that we are doing here. Although we are doing for people, like I have already told you, we are also doing everything possible so that Google will have interest in the content that we are creating. So we are creating content for human beings. We are also trying to satisfy what Google expects us to do. You understand? So we are doing 2 things at the same time. You are creating content. Your content should resonate with people. You have to talk to people. So you don't really rely on Google, but you are also not ignoring Google, because at the end of the day, you want Google to also refer people to you. So you have to do stuff that will also be Google friendly as well. So that is what we are doing over here. Okay, now we have finished the first pillar blog topic, and now we have to edit it and then make sure it suits what Google is always looking for us. Right now, what we have done is more like human being. Okay, this is really human beings that we have done for them. Now we have to go and then format it and then make it in such a way that when Google comes here and then read whatever we have done here, it will also see certain things that it's supposed to see on every blog post, and then that means it is going to be happy with it, and it will also love recommending it to people. You understand? So that is what we are going to do, and that is what we call it search engine optimization. Okay, trying to write or trying to create content that will be friendly with Google. Google expects certain things to be in your blog post or in your content. So if it comes to your website and it doesn't see it, so what we are going to do is what we call search engine optimization. Trying to create a content or edit your content, format your content in such a way that it will be friendly to Google or search engines. Okay, and this is actually the practice we were using back then to rank websites or to rank articles or blog posts. But right now, what is happening is that even no matter what you do, Google will still find a way not to rank your website, because it's kind of very difficult to do this. But there are some basics that you will have to, no matter what, have it with your content or with your article that you are going to create. And that is what we are going to do, because the traffic that we are going to rely on is our own. We are going to drive traffic to the website by ourselves, whilst we try to please Google to also see what we are doing here in order to get interested and start referring people to the site. So the work is very deep and it's very high. So what we are going to do today is to optimize this blog post and make it friendly with Google. Okay, search engine optimization. Now, before we do this, we will need a tool. Okay, there's a tool that we will need to do this. There are several of them out there, but the one I am friendly with, that is very friendly with beginners, is what I'm going to show you. So when you come to your dashboard, you go to plugins, and then you go to add plugin. Now when you come here, you search for a plugin called Rank Math. Okay, Rank Math, and this is it. Okay, this is what we are going to use, but there is this one too is also there, and then there is another one. Okay, let us not spend time. So it is either you use this or you use this. Okay, as you can see, this is 10 million active and this is 3 million. This is more popular, but this is more beginner friendly. You understand? So let's use this to go ahead. So you install and then you activate. Now it will take you through a process that is going to connect your website to the database. You understand? So straight away you will have connect your account. We are going to do a sign up. Okay, so as you can see, enable usage tracking. So you can just enable this first and then we go to connect account. So you go, I'm going to use my Google account. So I'll go. Okay, so activate now. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so the process that we did, you can also get it from the dashboard. Okay, if you go to the dashboard, okay, and then you go to Rank Math, you click on Rank Math. All right, this is so you can just go to Setup Wizard. All right, you click on the Setup Wizard, it will open what we are doing right now over here. Okay, all right, so let's continue. Now it's easy, advanced, and then custom. So we have advanced. We go next. It's asking you, is this website a blog? Yes, it's a personal blog. Okay, so this is a personal blog, and then the website name is this, as what it has shown here. And then is there any alternative name to this? No, I don't have any alternative name. Now, is it organization or what's the person's name? So you use the name of the website. Okay, logo. This is my logo. It has automatically picked the logo from the website. Okay, so straight away. Now, do you have a social media share image? I don't have it currently. I can load all this in later. So we go to save and continue. Then I am going to connect Google service. Okay, but we haven't done that. So it is asking us to connect to Google service. We've not done that on our website. So we will have to skip this one, then come back and do it later. So we skip this step. Okay, and then we come to sitemaps. Okay, the sitemaps are these. So okay. Okay, let's take all categories. We've not created categories too. So as and when we create it, it will be added to the system. Then we go to the next. You have SEO tweaks. Okay, so we have no follow external links, which is default, and then we have open external link in a new tab. This is also something that you always have to do. This means that when somebody comes to your website and then it sees, or the person sees any clickable button or option, any clickable option on your website, the system will open it in a new tab, not from your website. When you do that, people will leave your website to the other site that you are linking. You will know what I'm talking about later, so you don't worry. So then yes, and then you save and continue. So far so good. This is it. Enable auto update of the plugin. You just enable it, and then you go down and then say setup wizard options. Okay, let's see if there's anything. Manager row, save and exit. Okay, so these redirections are all default, so it's okay. Now, as we come here, it is asking us to do a schema type for blog post. That is, what we are going to do is article. All right, we are going to write articles, so it's article selected by the default, and an article type is a blog post. Okay, and then schema type for pages is also article, and then article. All right, so these ones you just don't need to bother yourself because they are default, and it's okay to select them. So you click OK, and then that's it. Okay, so our SEO plugin or SEO tool, something that is coming to help us to format our blog post for Google friendly, is ready. Okay, all right, so what we are going to do is, let me push this one here and then refresh this so that Rank Math will be loaded on my blog post. Okay, so you can go through all the tools over here and do something. Now what we have to do is we have to connect our website onto Google, but I want us to do something before we do this, because the moment you connect your website to Google. Google has access to your blog, and then it will start. When it comes and there are other things not ready, it will not be happy with that. So let's try to. All right, so before I did the refresh, you can go back and see these things were not showing. So these things that you see over here is the Rank Math. Okay, is the Rank Math plugin that is showing these things over here. Okay, so you click on it, it tells you whatever is you are supposed to do. These are what you are supposed to meet. Okay, all these red ticks, you should try as much as possible to turn all of them green. Now, if you're able to turn all of them green, you will realize that you will have 100%. But it's very, very difficult for you to get 100% because some of the things that it is expecting you to do, you will not be able to do it based on how you want your blog post to be. If you want to do it at 100%, it's just going to be some kind of robotic kind of thing. So we usually don't go, but you can go somewhere like 95, 93% and stuff like that. Okay, but 100%, no, I've never achieved any 100% before. Okay, so we are going to do that now. Once we have installed our search engine optimization tool, we are now going to use the tool to format this pillar blog topic. Okay, first of all, as you can see, this blog or this post is a pillar content. We have to take this one first so that we wouldn't forget. Now that we have done, if the blog post you are editing or you just created is not a pillar blog topic, please don't take this. You only take this when the topic you are treating or you are editing is a pillar blog topic, and what you are doing right now is a pillar blog topic, so we have to take this. Okay, all right. Now as you can see the top here, this is the preview. Okay, now when you go to Google and you search for a word, you will see the title of the blog post over here, and usually the website you are reading on over here. So whatever we are going to do will reflect over here. Okay, so now let's see some of the problems or some of the errors the tool is looking or seeing with our blog post. It is saying that add focus keyword to the title, to the SEO title. Now we have a tag. We have to put tell the tool that our target keyword is this, so it will start using it to rank or to administer as. You understand? Okay, so first of all, our target keyword for this is Home Office Command Center, or let's use this as the target keyword. Okay, because that is the pillar blog post. So you copy this directly from the title, and then you come here, this slot over here, and then you paste it there. Now when you paste it, have you seen it is now yellow? Okay, it's supposed to turn green because there are some errors that it's supposed to go through, and it is not seeing all of them. So as you can see, what we did, it has taken all here to be green, because that means what we did beginning, we have done a great job. Now the moment, let me show you something. The moment I delete home from here, okay, the moment I delete home from here, or let me just, okay, so let me just do this. You realize that this is supposed to change. Okay, so it's supposed to tell me that the meta description, there is the target keyword is not found in the meta description. Okay, so you let me go back. Let me go back, delete the whole thing from here. Okay, supposed to get updates. My network is fooling. This is bad. Okay, so you, whatever it is, I just wanted to show you how it works. So if it is not finding certain metrics within your blog post or within your article, it will tell you this one is not complete, this one is not that. You understand? So right now it is saying that I am using my target keyword. This target keyword is found in the title. Okay, so this is the title, and then it has found the target keyword, which is this phrase here inside the title, which is a green tick. So that's giving me a green tick. Now focus keyword used inside SEO meta description. It is talking about the first part of the blog post. Now if you want to edit the side, okay, for it to suit it, you can click here. If you click here, you are going to edit the meta description here. This is where the meta description is. So what you do is you can type everything here. Okay, you can type your meta description over here, and then it will pick it. The same thing applies to the next one, which is the focus keyword in the URL, which is the link. Okay, the link that it will show up here. You should also find your target keyword inside the link. Okay, so the link, if you want to see it, you still click here, and then you go to the permalink. So this is the permalink. Now the permalink will always take the whole title of the blog post. Okay, now if you come here, if you come to additional errors, you click on it and you go down, you will see that this is showing that the URL, okay, as you can see this side, the URL is 119 characters long. Consider shortening it. it is saying that my title here is too long. And as you can see, yes, it is too long. It has even filled three lines, which is very long. Okay, but this is also what makes the title also feel human. Because if I cut it, it will not be English. It will not be good English. So I want this to stay as it is. But I want to tell this tool that it can use probably up to some point and then forget about the rest. You understand? So you click here again, and then you come to the permalink, and then you cut it short over here. You can just delete that side. Okay, so the tool should look or take the title to be Home Office Command Center Setup, as it is also dipping or highlighted over here. You understand? So when you come to the real blog post, I am having the whole title, which is speaking to humans, but the tool is only using the title up to this point. You understand? Okay, so that is it. Now, after that, it is also saying that in order for it to be SEO friendly, I have to make sure that the title, okay, the title of the blog post shouldn't exceed. You know, as you can see, there are some 3 dots over here, which means that it has cut off some of the sentences. So always, when you are trying to come up with a title of a blog post, always make sure that you get something that will fill up to this place. But one thing is, if you try to follow this rule, your title will always become like robotic, because if you have to do, then it means that your home office command center setup, then we cut the rest, because if you add anything, it is just going to make the whole sentence it doesn't make sense. You understand? So this particular rule is never followed. Okay, if you follow it, your titles are going to be something else. Okay, so that is it. So now, as a focus keyword in the URL, and then focus keyword appears in the first 10% of the content. So it means we also have the first 10% from here up to somewhere here. We can find the target keyword inside this write-up, and this is which is true, which is here. All right, so this is what it has recorded as the target keyword inside the first 10%. Now, when you go down, focus keyword found in the content. Apart from this, it has also seen that this particular target keyword we are heading, it can be found somewhere here. Okay, it's inside somewhere here, and I think this is one. Okay, this is one. All right, now let's go to, and then it went ahead and said content is 4110 words long. Good job. So it means that we have 4,000 words out of this blog post. This blog post is 4,110 words. Okay, so it means it is long. Google love long blog posts, so you don't have to think of writing less than 1,000 blog posts. You will not be loved by Google or any search engine. Now, when we come to the additional, it's a focus keyword found in the subheading. So these are the subheadings. Okay, subheadings. This is about the headlines, the headings that we use. It should also, one of them should also contain your target keyword, and it has detected that within our headings, somewhere within it. Okay. All right. Now, add an image with your target or focus keyword. So the reason why I deleted that photo is that I want to show you that it is also an SEO parameter that you need to fulfill. So right now, I need to add picture or an image that contains the focus keyword, and that is why that image I was using, I used the title of the blog post. Okay, because the blog post contained the target keyword. So I use this, and as you can see, it's here, and then I put it here. Okay, so we see the moment I added it, it turns to green. You understand? So that is it. Now let's go to the next. Now when we go, it said keyword density is 0.24, which is low. The focus keyword and the combination appears 10 times. So after going through all the blog posts from the top to down, it found out that the focus keyword, this particular keyword we are targeting here, I have repeated it 10 times in the document, and it thinks it is too low. You understand? So it means that I have to go back in and then try and add more of this, okay, inside the blog post. So you see, the reason why I was telling you the other day that if you try to follow this, or if you try to write for a Google, your content will always become like keywords everywhere. It's like you see yourself repeating. I have repeated this 10 times, and then it is saying it is too low. You understand? So imagine if I want to satisfy this particular parameter, it means that I am going to repeat home office setup, home office command setup, center setup plenty. At least I should go more than 20 something before it will go even 0.5. You understand? So, or if I have to go 1%, imagine how many times I'm going to use this. So usually what you have to do is that you can cut here. Okay, you can look at one part of the target keyword. If your target keyword is long like this, what I will do is I will cut this one and then add it to the side as a secondary target keyword. Okay, so if I put this one here, command center setup, let's see if it has added some more to it. It's still 10, which means that within the text or within the blog post, I did not say anything like command center anywhere. That is what the tool is saying. So let's go back there and then change command center. Let me just use command center and see if I can get command center. That would have been good. Okay, so let's use command center so that now you see I do command center. Now it has turned to yellow, which means that it has detected command center somewhere. You understand? Now let's go and see. It is still saying 10. Wow. Okay, so anyway, let us just bother ourselves. This particular parameter is because I am writing for humans, I don't really rely on that. So you can keep it or you can try to satisfy it yourself. That one is personal choice. Now the URL is now 61, which is also good, yellow, green. Now link out to external resources. Now before you write anything or before any article will come out to be taken as a good content, you should have an external source pointing to it. So you have to say something that will prove that whatever you are saying, somebody has said it somewhere, okay, or it is something that is it is happening somewhere. Okay, so what you have to do, this shouldn't be anything difficult. All you have to do is you can look at this, all right, whatever you have written, and then see if there is any statistics somewhere, if there is any data somewhere that you think you can add to it in order for it to become like you are referring. Okay, I said this, and this is something I found it at this place. That's all what it means. You are saying something, just people will know that, okay, you are not just saying things yourself. Okay, it is something that is found somewhere. Okay, so for me, for instance, for this one, I will just go to Google. I am doing something about home office setup. So I'll just search home office setup, and then Google will give me plenty websites that are also talking about home office setup. Okay, this is one of them. 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 There are plenty. Okay, so what you do is that you look at what is very close related to whatever you are saying. Okay, so you can come into what you have written and then say most people blame their lack of discipline that they cannot get anything done. Okay, so for instance, okay, if you want to make this argument a very strong argument, you can go and look for maybe some research they have done on why people cannot concentrate on in the evening when they are working from home. Okay, so you can come here and say something like research on why people can't get focus working from home. Okay, so when you say something like this, Google will search research. So it is research. Okay, so research on why people can't focus working from home. Okay, so Google has given me some good websites. You can use university website, you can use government website, you can use any authoritative website that has said something about that, and then you can use that to link into your article. You understand? So that is what it means. Okay, so as you can see, let me see, this is after 4 years of research, scientists conclude remote. Okay, this is something that, as you can see here, this is a medical center, okay, which is also a government entity, organization. So whatever this person is going to say is something that they have done a great research before they put it here. Okay, so what you do is researchers working from home, benefits and challenges. So you can just right click this and then copy the link address. Okay, just copy the link address. You are just trying to say that this particular research also confirm whatever you are saying on your website. You understand? So that is what we are going to do. So as I copy that, as most people blame their challenges working from home, disciplines does not stand. So you can just look for somewhere within the text that says something about what this is saying. Researchers found out. So you can just change this one and say research have shown that. So you can just say that. So you see that you can say research has shown that. So the research here, the word research is, you are trying to say that if you want to know what research I am talking about or who said that, you can just click and drag it, highlight it, come to this link, okay, and then you paste the link that you copy from here. Okay, so you just right click, copy the link address, and then you come to your article and then you paste it. Okay, when you paste it, then you click on this. Okay, so whenever somebody is reading the article and then it gets here, okay, this becomes a link that the person can click. Now, when the person click on the research, as you can see, the color has changed. So if I click on this, whilst I am reading the text from the outside, it will open this link. It will come to this website for the person to know that whatever I am saying here is here. This particular person said it, and I am also saying it. You understand? So that is what we call the outside or the external link. You understand? Okay, so this should help us to get our external resources also ticked. Why is it not ticking? Network still be on, it has gone off. Okay, so whatever it is, it will still take, don't worry. So that this outside here, usually when you link this, go back there again, okay, click on this, and then click on this edit, and then come down to advanced, and then say open in a new tab, okay, then you say apply. Now when you do that, let me show you before we continue. This is the blog post that we are editing, okay. So when a customer or when a visitor comes to your website, this is what they will see. All right, now as the person is reading and the person gets here, you see this is the color of this research alone has changed, and now when I move my cursor to this side, it turns to a link that I can click on, okay. So now when I click here, you see it has opened another tab to this link. You see, that is what I was talking about. You should make that settings default, so that whenever somebody click a link on your website, it opens a new tab instead of opening it from here. Because if you don't open it in a new tab, the person click here, as soon as he clicked here, the person will leave your website, and the probability of person coming back to your website is very low. So as soon as he started reading this research, you realize that he will read and then he will click another link over here. Let me see if there's another link here. He will just click another link here, and then it will take him to another website, and then another website. Then before you realize, he started from here, but he's gone already. So if you open it in a new tab, the person will click it, and then wherever he wants to go, he will go. But the moment this is still open, he will just click and then find your website. So that is the motive behind doing it that way, so that you don't lose your visitors. Okay, all right. So that's it. Now let's go back there and continue. Then it is also saying we should add internal link. Now what it's saying is that we should also have something within the website that is also talking about whatever you are saying here. So as you can see now, I have home office setup command center. As you can see, this, because this is a pillar blog post, it's supposed to have so many subtopics within it. So as we go down, I just want to show you something so that you will understand. Okay, so now I have lighten right for a productive home office. It means that I should have a blog post of this title within my website. So what I have to do is I will go back to my blog post. Okay, now lighten right for a productive web. So this is the blog post that it is talking about. Okay, so I've not written this blog post though, but I have just make a title of it. So just to show you something. So what you're going to do is you will open this blog post and then come to this side, which is a post. Then you come down to slug. If you click on this, it will give you the link to this blog post from the outside. Okay, and you need that link, so you have to do this. Click this link, come back to your blog post, which is the pillar blog post or whatever you want to link to. Then you highlight it like we did for the external. You click on this link and then you paste it. But because this one is internal, you don't need to do it, open it external. You understand? Because this one, it is within the external. So even if I click it, it is still must say it's the same website that the person is exploring. So it's not supposed to open in a new tab. So all internal links should not be open in a new tab, so that whatever it is, the person will still explore other parts of your content. Is that okay? So now we have one internal link over here. So we are going, as you can see, we've now hit 85. So let's go. All these things should turn to green. I don't know why it is not turning to green. Okay, so now title readability. Let's go to title readability. It is saying that your title has a positive or a negative sentiment. Okay, so it is, that one is okay. Then you are using a number in your SEO title. Do we have a number in our title? We don't have a number here. So why is it saying we have a number? Are you sick? Okay, so that's it. Whatever it is, it will just readjust itself and then come back. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so we save the draft. So right now what we have here is that I don't know why this one is not taken. I have external links. Okay, let me try another external link. Okay, so let's go for probably another external link. Your brain follows. Okay, let me talk about stimulus control. This word should be very good to link to. So I will just highlight this one. Come to something like stimulus control, and then I'll say meaning. Okay, meaning in psychology. So I am looking for a very good authoritative website that has talked about stimulus control, and then link my stimulus control to it. Now Wikipedia is a very good place that you can link to. You can also link to this. Okay, he said what? ScienceDirect.com. Okay, now in order for you to know that this website has authority to talk about this topic, always look for these figures over here. Okay, it is a tool that will make your website always, your search engine always show you the authority of the website you are displaying for you. So as you can see, the authority of this is 93 over 100. Okay, so when you get 93 over 100 website talking about a particular topic, it means that Google trusts it. Okay, if you come here, it says this is 79, which is also okay, but you shouldn't go for topic where somebody the domain authority is somewhere below 50 or below 40 and stuff like that. Okay, go for a higher authoritative numbers. Okay, so this is 93, which is great. 79, which is also great. This one is how much? 93, which is also great. So any of this person or any of this link is very good for you to link to because they are authoritative. Okay, so I'll just right click on this and then come to my article and then paste it here. Okay, all right. Now because this one is external, I will do opening a new tab and apply. Okay, so now I have two links linking outside. I should have more of them linking inside. Okay, so let me see if I can get another one and then link to. So I have how to set up home office in a small space. This is another article I can link to. So I come here. Okay, so in a small space is here. I'll just click it, open it, go to post, Slack, copy this, and then this is internal. Okay, now one thing I want you to understand is please don't do what I am doing here. Okay, this title, when I am writing my blog post, this title will change because this is the one the AI has generated for me, and I have to regenerate it to a browser support title. Okay, so this particular title I may be changing it when I am writing the real blog post. So if you have not, if you don't have the blog post, please don't create titles like this and then link your already written article to it like I am doing. I'm just doing this to show you how to link them. Okay, so please don't do that. Just make sure that each and every blog post that you are going to link into your other blog post, they are all written blog posts. That's what I want you to understand. Okay, let me just save it. So that one is also done. Now what you have to do is we have to go down, and then it's saying that let me say content readability. You don't seem to be using table of content. Okay, we don't have table of content done, and then your content contains images and videos. Okay, so it has seen one image here. Okay, that is why it has ticked this to be yellow. Now when we should add more so that probably we turn it to green or something. So you go to images. Let me see, do we have something that you can add? No. Okay, so I can add this. Okay, so let's add this one. Okay, so now we have 86. Now let's see if there's another way we can do another image here. Let me just copy this. So I go to upload. So I pick this, I rename it, and then I go, and then I rename this alt text. Always make sure the alt text, the title of the image, you put the same thing here, and then probably the same thing as a description. If you don't, because this is also an SEO parameter. Okay, so now we put this one to here, as you can see. So we just move it a little bit. Okay, then so now we are at 88. So let's go down again, see if we can add more, another image, because if you add a bit more image, it makes your article looks very easy to read, because it gives some kind of pleasancy in the sorry, I didn't copy there. I have to copy this, and then come here. So we have, let me pick this one, rename it. So okay, so this is also a very nice place to put this one there. Okay, so now we are at 90. As you can see, we are moving. Okay, so this is it. Now you can see that this have all turned to green.